Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Brooklyn. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Brooklyn's Journey. And in this video, I am doing a 3-day keto meal prep video. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I meal prepped for the next 3 days, continuing on with this ketosis lifestyle. So let's jump right into the video. For this meal prep, majority of the items that I am using is from Thrive Market as far as the condiments and things like that I'm using to make the actual meals. Now, if you don't know about Thrive Market, I teamed up with them before and did a video. I will link that down below in the description box or in the iCards up above. But basically, Thrive Market is a dope online retail store that sells top organic health and beauty products at 25 to 50% off. Think of it as the online Costco's. It ships the items right to your door, and for me, my items came within 2 days, as always. Thrive Market sells top premium healthy and organic products that I would normally get from a grocery store, but unlike the grocery store, it's not always 100% organic. There's extra ingredients and things of that sort. I love shopping from Thrive Market to get my covered items, and a lot of the items I can't necessarily find in my local grocery store. I do have to go out the way, and don't nobody have time for that. So because there's like no middlemen involved, unlike other websites, and it's shipping directly from them to you, it's like 25 to 50% cheaper. There is an annual membership of $60, but you get that money back. Items are a lot cheaper versus when you get it elsewhere or your local Whole Foods or whatever. And I love that my membership also helps out a family in need, because for every membership, they also donate food for free to a family in need. So that's really good. Like I mentioned, the products are shipped directly to your door, and you know exactly what you're buying because you're able to see every single ingredient in the products and also the nutritional facts on the products right there on the website. It's easy. Yes, I did purchase my items from Thrive with my own money. I did, however, have a discount code, and I also have a coupon code for you guys. On top of already the affordable prices, you are getting an extra 25% off of your first box of organic non-GMO products. Plus, you guys get free shipping. Make sure you check out the description box down below. I'll leave the coupon code as well as the website to Thrive Market so that you guys can follow along with me in this meal prep. I normally show my unboxing, but for some reason that actual file was corrupted. So we're just going to move on to the actual things that I'm prepping, and I'll show you everything that I'm using. So because of my new lifestyle, I stopped meal prepping breakfast. I normally just make my breakfast every single morning, but I'm going to show you how I make my bullet coffee. Now, if you know anything about the ketosis lifestyle, you know what bullet coffee is. So I'm starting off with a cup of coffee, not a full cup. I got this artisanal organics coconut butter off of Thrive Market, and the specs on this is very good. I can't tell the difference between coconut butter and coconut oil that's unrefined, but whatever. I'm using 1 tablespoon of this, and I'm using the Thrive Market organic coconut sugar. This is like the best thing that has been introduced to my life. Now, most people don't use this in their bullet coffee, but I cannot have it without it. I can't stand it. This is so good. The specs on this is so good. It's only literally 5 carbs and 4 sugars for 1 tablespoon. Like, I don't even use a full tablespoon, so I'm pretty much good. It still fits in my macros. If you do not know what coconut sugar is, you guys need to pick this up. It saves lives. It's amazing. I love it. I now swear by it. Now for taste, I'm going to go ahead and add these sweet drops. I don't really like the flavor caramel too much. I don't know why I got it. It seemed good. It just adds a nice little flavor to my bullet coffee. It's only 1 carb and no sugars or anything like that. So this cup of coffee is only 6 carbs, and the rest is just fat and coffee. Of course, I'm going to add some half and half milk, and I didn't even know I could have half and half on the ketosis lifestyle. So kudos to that. And yeah, that is how I make my bullet coffee. So I'm going to show you clips of like the type of breakfast I had. So I would have like some boiled eggs and some sausage with a half of avocado, nice healthy fats. That's one of the breakfasts. Or I would have some bacon. That morning I was still getting ready in my bacon crisp, and some fried eggs and avocado. Really, I alternated between the two. Now I'm gonna prepare my meals. Like I said, I'm making meals for 3 days out the week. So the first thing I'm making is some spicy mango chutney chicken, and this was so freaking good. I'm starting off with some wings. I have over a pound of wings here, and I have already washed and cleaned my wings. You can do what you want in your kitchen. In my kitchen, I do what I want and I clean my meat. I don't care. So here's what I'm using. I'm using some of this spicy mango chili sauce. I'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm also using the Spice Cave spices that I also picked up off of Thrive. Everything you see here, I got off of Thrive Market. Now, I'm gonna throw in some raw honey in this because I need a little sweetness to my kick. I'll explain. This is some super raw honey, and the specs on this is 17 grams of carbs and 11 sugars, but I'm only literally using 1 tablespoon of this, and that 1 tablespoon got split up into 3 servings. So I am not consuming all of the carbs in one sitting. In fact, because it was split up into 3 servings, it fits my macros. This is the spicy mango chili sauce that I'm going to use. The macros and the specs on this is amazing. So we're good to go. There's 0 carbs, 0 sugars. I'm using Spice Cave seasonings. You're going to see it throughout the video. And all I'm doing is adding a little bit more lemon juice for a little bit more zing, even though I already washed and cleaned my chicken. And I'm going to go in with the land seasoning from Spice Cave. I'm going to go in all 3 of the seasonings I have. I'll link them down below. Like I said, I got them from Thrive Market. I used 1 tablespoon of each and every single seasoning, 1 tablespoon of each. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of the mango chutney, and I'm going to give it a mix like so. After I mix it, I'm going to go ahead and let it rest for approximately 30 minutes only, because it's so flavorful. I mean, you could let it marinate overnight if you wanted. I didn't. 30 minutes was good for me. I had to keep my schedule. I had to cook, honey. We're meal prepping. I'm going to spray my pan with a little bit of EVOO. This is extra virgin olive oil. It's just in a spray, but it's actually real olive oil. And I'm just going to spray so that my chicken wings do not stick. My oven was already preheated on 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to go ahead and let my chicken bake for approximately 15 minutes. At the 15 to 20 minute mark, I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to start basting my chicken. Now we're going to make our chutney sauce, if you will. I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons to this, and I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of the raw organic honey, just to add a little sweetness. Like I said, give it a mix, and when it's time to baste the wings, I'll baste it with this right here. It's so good. These wings came out so bomb, and like I said, I had enough for 3 days. Each serving was 4 wings. So here's my wings. It is at the halfway mark. Doesn't it look good already? Of course, it's not fully cooked. We're going to go ahead and baste it right now. So I'm going to baste it twice throughout the video. You're going to see me baste this top right here with the chutney sauce, and then I'm going to put it back in the oven for approximately 8 minutes, and after that I'm going to take it out, flip the wings over, baste it again, and put it in the oven for another 8 minutes. So total cook time for this was approximately 35 minutes. I like my wings really crispy and well done. I don't know about you guys, how you like your wings. Cook it to your heart's desire. Oh, come on. Tell me that does not look amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to flip it over, like I said, and I'm going to sauce it again and put it in the oven for another 8 minutes. And here it is. It looks so good. And I decided to be bougie and plate it because I wanted to take some pictures for Instagram. But before you put it in your meal prep containers, please let it cool down completely. Which I didn't show me packing my food up at the end of this meal prep. I show it every video, and this video is already long because I'm going in detailed and explaining the recipes like you guys asked. So I did not show me packaging my food up. Next up, we are making seafood salad. This is probably my favorite thing I prepared that week. So I'm going to go in with the Land Spice Cave seasoning, 1 tablespoon. I'm going to add some sea salt to taste, black pepper to taste, and I'm also going to add some Old Bay seasoning to this as well. I'm going to add 1/2 tablespoon to that. So that's it. We don't need to overly flavor it because the actual dressing we put on it is what really gives it the flavoring. So as you guys can see, I'm using about 1.5 pounds of shrimp, and they all have been peeled and deveined. I did leave the the tips on. That's just my personal preference. You don't have to leave it on if you don't want to, but I left it on because it plates better that way. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little lemon juice and I'm gonna give it a mix, and then I'm going to start cooking it right away. In a heated nonstick pan, I'm going to spray it with about a tablespoon of EVOO, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of grass-fed butter, unsalted, and I'm going to let that get nice and hot, and then I'm going to add my shrimp to it, and I'm going to let my shrimp cook 3 minutes on the first side, and at the 3-minute mark when I flip it over, I'm going to add my crab meat. So I just want to get a nice sear and crisp on one side before I turn it over, and it takes about 3 minutes. You'll start to know when your shrimp is cooked when you see the pink come up on the sides and your shrimp start to open in a C shape. That's how you know it's time to flip it over. I'm going to add my crab meat. I used real king claw crab meat, and I made sure I drained it from any water that it was in the packaging or any excess liquids. I made sure I drained it. As you guys can see, that is real crab meat I am using. You can use imitation crab meat if you want, but if you're on ketosis, I don't recommend it. But yeah, I'm gonna go let that saute for another 3 minutes. And at the 3-minute mark, it will be done because, you know, seafood cooks really quickly. And plus I had it on medium high heat. Okay, that's perfect. Everything is nice and cooked. So for the things that's going in the salad, I have some broccoli here. I have onions. I julienned my onions really thin. I also have red bell peppers, which I also julienned, as well as green bell peppers. I used 1/4 of a sweet onion. I used half a red bell pepper and half a green bell pepper, and I used 1 head of a broccoli. I'm gonna blanch my broccoli. Basically, you're gonna put it in hot boiling water for 2 minutes. After the 2-minute mark, you take it out of hot water, you drain it, and then put it in ice cold water just to keep the color and to stop it from cooking. And that is how you blanch vegetables. 2 minutes in boiling hot water and then 2 minutes in cold water. In the meantime, in a bowl, I'm going to go ahead and put the seafood mixture in a bowl, and I'm going to add the bell peppers to it while it's still very steamy hot. That way the steam will kind of soften the bell peppers a slight bit. After that, I'm going to let it sit on the counter for 30 minutes. So now for the dressing, I have 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. To that, I'm going to add this Primal Kitchen Honey Mustard Avocado oil. It's a dressing that I got off of Thrive Market. It tastes really good. The specs on it is really good. And keto, if you are doing keto like I am, go ahead and add it. I'm using 1 tablespoon of Sir Kensington special sauce and 1 tablespoon of Sir Kensington spicy mustard. I'm using 1 tablespoon of each. And for the avocado oil dressing, I'm using 2 tablespoons of that. If you are not doing ketosis, you can, and you are doing like paleo, you can do this recipe with Greek yogurt. I've done it before. It's still very tasty. Give this a good mix. And then now I'm adding it to my cooled down seafood salad. I'm going to add the dressing like so, and I'm going to add the onions now. I didn't add the onions before because I did not want the onions to cook down. Once you finish adding the onions and all of your dressing, give it a nice mix and put it in the refrigerator to get cold for approximately 1 hour to 2. Although overnight, best results. Like, it tastes so good overnight, but you know, 2 hours does the trick. This is so good. Make this. You are going to thank me. It is so freaking good. And for my specs, you will not believe how low in calorie this was, how it was high in fat like we wanted to, but it was low in calorie. Next up, we're making some shepherd's pie. I'm going to be using 92% lean, 8% fat ground beef. This is excellent ground beef, you guys. Find good quality ground beef for this recipe, please. Spend a little bit of extra dollars, get some good quality. So all I'm doing is to my nonstick pan that you guys see I sprayed with extra virgin olive oil, about 1 teaspoon. I didn't need much, just a little bit because my meat is so lean, it's not gonna have any oils. I'm gonna put 2 capsules of vinegar, white vinegar, because I want to, you know, clean my meat and take away the raw stench of meat or whatever like that. You don't have to. You can skip that step if you want, but I'm West Indian, honey. No. And I also added a capful of lemon juice. So to season it, I'm going to use some of the land garlic. You guys know I'm a garlicaholic. Again, I'm going to use some of the land seasoning. I'm also going to add some of this Worcestershire sauce. It's organic, all natural Worcestershire sauce. I got it off of Thrive as well at discounted price. You guys know how much Worcestershire sauce costs, especially good quality. It's expensive. I'm also going to add some pink Himalayan sea salt, black pepper, and a little bit of Flavor God's all-purpose seasoning. And we're good to go with this. Like, it's so good. I'm giving it a good mix. As you guys can see, it's not making much fat in the pan at all because it is a really lean meat. So that's good. I'm adding a quarter of a red onion. And also I'm adding a quarter of a bell pepper that I diced finely just for more flavor and things of that sort. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of all natural grass-fed butter. Make sure you use a good quality one. And then I'm going to go in with a half of cup of frozen peas and carrots. And I know some of you might say, no, the peas and carrots is not too good. I'm using a half of cup only. And this serving had split into 6 servings of shepherd's pie. So very well in my macros. I did not go overboard in my macros. I actually was under, so I'm good. I'm adding half a cup of organic, no sugar added tomato sauce, and I'm adding a quarter cup of water, and I'm going to let this thicken on its own and cook down on its own. Because we added the butter, it's almost like a thickener. It's going to cook down on its own. I'm going to let it cook down for about 10 minutes on low heat. Now we're preparing the cauliflower. If you can't just get rice cauliflower, you can go ahead and grate your own cauliflower and put it in the microwave like so, or you can steam your cauliflower and mash it. It's really easy. You have many options. I'm gonna add a wet paper towel and put it in my microwave for 3 to 4 minutes on high, and I'm going to steam my cauliflower. To that, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of butter, again, grass-fed, and I'm adding a quarter cup of heavy whipping cream, and I'm also adding 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I'm adding a teaspoon of each ground garlic, sea salt, and black pepper. That's half a teaspoon of each. I'm giving it a good mix, and I'm mixing it until it gives me the consistency of mashed potatoes. You can eat this just like this. I promise you, it is so damn good. Now my meat mixture is ready. Doesn't that look so good? I'm gonna add it to my dish, and then I'm just gonna plop my fell mashed potatoes right on top. This is going to go in a already heated oven of 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I let this bake for 25 minutes or until the top was golden brown and bubbly, and it should look a little something like this. Doesn't that look really, really good? I promise you, if you never make anything I ever show you, make this shepherd pie. You are going to thank me. It is so good, you can't tell the difference. I let that rest for 20 minutes before I started portioning out my portions. I kept 3 portions for myself, and I shared the rest with my family, who actually thought they were eating real shepherd's pie with potatoes, and I had to tell them, gotcha, it's cauliflower. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? You guys, it is so good. I thoroughly enjoyed eating this for 3 days. Now, I just want to show you guys my snacks that I'm about to pack up for myself for the week. These are the Good Bites blonde macaroons. I also got them off of Thrive Market. I'm obsessed with them. I bought 4 packs of these, okay? It's low in carbs, calories, and sugar, so it's very well in my macros. These are skinny dip almonds. They're with dark chocolate espresso. I figured it still cuts into my macros, so I'm pretty much good. Now, it does say 10 carbs, but 5 of those carbs are fiber, and with keto, you subtract the fiber, so it's actually only 5. The next one is the superfood nut blend. It's melted maple, it's cashews and walnuts. Again, the macros on this is good. It's 8 net carbs, 5 sugars. So that is it. That is everything I meal prep. Like I said, I did not show me packaging everything up. The video is long enough already. Go ahead and make these meal prep foods that I made. Like I mentioned, Thrive Market. Everything you need to know is down below in the description box, along with the coupon code for you guys to use. If you like this video, make sure you thumbs it up. Share this video, help people out in the fitness community. And yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Mine is just so good. That is good. I played myself with that one. That is so good. Oh my gosh.